Thank you to everyone who entered our recent competition to win a Wormwood Gaming Dice Vault. The competition is now closed and I'm happy to announce our 2 winners. At Terpsichore from Instagram and at evolshota from Twitter. Congratulations! You can help support our project at patreon.com/NyxRising, where we have tons of new Life of the Party rewards, or via the join button on YouTube. A huge thank you to Wormwood Gaming Supplies for providing our beautiful prizes, and thank you as always to executive producers Emily Hogarth, Liam Moran, Katelyn Ferguson, Alexandra Johnson and Davis P. Now, on to the adventure.
Hello, and welcome back to Life of the Party. We are NyxRising Industries. Some say I'm JD, your Dungeon Master. Are you ready to go?
Yes.
Cue that title sequence. Episode 30! Let's go!
Let's go!
Right, we catch up with our adventurers in the tiered monolithic city of Shadeborn. Our adventurers have been planning and staking out an attack or an infiltration on the Charnel House, the headquarters of the mercenary group known as the Weeping Eye, who attacked Prince Vanden's home and slew many of his family. Seeking revenge and seeking answers for who is responsible for this, the party have been infiltrating the Charnel House under a various number of guises, as well as sort of getting to grips with the rest of the city as well, and determined a bunch of things that are happening in this fortress built out of the mountains, and very recently stopped the wealthy heir of a jewel magnate from being stabbed and beaten in the streets. Now, supposedly in their debt after rescuing them, the party are resting and recovering back in the barracks. We'll say that you have had a long rest for the evening. Your spell slots, your hit points, everything is restored. It is the morning of the next day in the barracks in the city of Shadeborn. What would you like to do?
Vanden sat at the war table.
I was going to say, Cassian was also up early, ready to plot.
Yeah, same.
We'll all congregate.
Yeah, I guess we'll congregate in the war room.
We'll sit with our breakfast in the war room.
Is everyone well rested?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I've been thinking overnight.
Plan?
Plan. I know I said wait 2 days before we continue our reconnaissance, but after talking with Sariel yesterday, I think it's best that we do this before Katelyn returns.
Mm-hmm.
I say we do 1 more day of reconnaissance today. We rest, and then in the night tonight, we infiltrate.
Okay.
Because we have 1 more day of reconnaissance, I'd like to send you all down there.
Okay.
If everyone's okay with that?
Yeah?
Yes.
There's still some things we don't know. Actually, what's in those other rooms?
Exactly, you said there are other rooms in the basement. If you and Boblem could, again, do what you did before and turn invisible, sneak down there in your creature form and see what's under those doors. Or Sariel. One of you two, you can find traps.
Yeah.
If you could detect that from the surface level and see if there's anything else down there that...
Or it'd be good
We
to
don't
know
know
if they've
about.
set that other trap up again as well.
I can't really do that if I'm.
If you both go down, then one of you...
One of you can do it and one of you can.
Yeah.
Cassian and Astra, if you could spend the day watching the guard pattern and tracking their movements, that's something we haven't done yet. Seeing when they change, if they change, seeing if there's any particular moment when more guards are there or some of them leave. Just so we get a sort of vague idea of the kind of people we're up against. And as much as I'd like to come down with you,
It's too much for Ruth.
I can work on the plans for infiltration, work out a route.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is creeping up on us, but I know we can do this.
Yeah, you got this.
Absolutely.
We're a team after all.
We are.
You hear, although slightly in the distance, a large, heavy knock on your front gates.
Perhaps a gift.
Our friend.
I would like to go to the door.
Is everyone going?
Yeah.
We're a package deal now.
You make your way down out of the barracks and across the courtyard. You open up the gate and you see the familiar carriage before you. This wooden black, almost monstrosity of beautiful carved ebony, pulled by these 4 beautiful horses. 2 people stand before you, and you see a stable boy sat on the table as well. You don't recognise the figures. Neither of them are Imril. Both are drow. One looks like it's hard to gauge their ages, but one looks maybe middle-aged comparatively, and one looks fairly young, maybe early 20s. The older one is male with a fine cropped silver beard and very silver hair, sort of swept back and cut short at the sides, in very very nice brocade and a sort of not a suit but formal wear. The younger figure is in a sort of a white fur over just a fairly simple, relatively nice ivory coloured dress which sort of shimmers down to the ground, and gloves and hand warmers. Long white hair, similar to Imril's, but just flowing straight down her back. You must be the helpful people we have heard of.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Ardusine Zalvir. Might I come in?
Of course.
And this is my daughter, Irea.
Nice to meet you both.
It's a pleasure.
My name's Astra.
Boblem.
Nice to
Cassian.
meet you all. And they sort of step in and look around the barracks, and Ardusine, is this your domicile?
We've recently moved in, yes. Decided to rent.
Interesting. Have you been in the city long?
A few days. A week perhaps.
Might we bring the carriage in and
Oh, of course. We'll open the gates for you.
and beckons it in, and the carriage does a 3-point turn. It's because there's double gates, you're easily able to get them all in. And the top is very close to the top of the archway. Brings in, and the stable boy takes the reins off and begins to unhitch the horses and just sort of directs them over to the stable. There's plenty of space for your 2 horses and these 4 as well. And he sort of parks the carriage in. And they just sort of wait expectantly, watching this.
Please come inside.
Thank you.
Show them to not the war room.
Yeah, you've got your the mess room as well.
Quietly closes the door and locks the
Yeah.
door to the war room.
And they come in and they sort of take a seat, very sort of reserved, upright posture, sort of taking in everything around them. They come in, they take a seat that's offered.
Would you like a drink or anything?
Water.
Water, we can get you that.
Preferable. Irea as well. Just the same as well for me, please. And take a seat, and once everyone sat, I apologise for Imril's absence. Unfortunately, they are, as you perhaps can understand, not feeling their best.
No, of course.
Weren't looking their best yesterday.
No, first things first. I have to extend my sincerest of thanks to you all. You may perhaps have saved my idiot child from bleeding out in the street. From what I've heard from Ezio, I'm not sure how many, 4 of you, all of you?
Just
The 4 of
us.
us.
Regardless, you saved the life of my child, and I am in debt to you. He sort of looks over to Irea and just quietly smiles. And there's nothing that can truly be attributed in value to preserving the life of one's child, but if you need a favour, if there's something you need in the city, please, let me help you. In addition to, we would like you to be our guest. Come, visit our residence. We have a tier house here. We stay here for the summer, and we would like to extend an invitation to you to the ball held on the 6th tier in a few days' time. Yes, it's all the talk of the tears right now. And Araya sort of like beams, and it'll be quite an event from what I've heard.
What kind of ball?
Masquerade.
Sariel bristles.
Boblem smiles like he pretends to know what they're talking about.
Lord Valentinian is hosting.
Do I know that name?
Make a history check.
What's the name again, sorry?
Lord Valentinian.
That is a natural 2026.
Okay, Lord Haitius Valentinian, you have heard in reference as from his most recent marriage to Sir Laurel of the Azurite Steps, the Beaming Blade, a knight of fame and fortune who has sort of broken hearts over a long career and been this sort of dashing rogue and hero of history who has fought with the lizard folk of the Azurite Steppes against incursions from like fiends and all sorts of terrible creatures. So is famous in the south for the sort of uniting many of these lizard folk clans and sort of bring them together against a common foe. And both of them in maybe their 50s or 60s, you could say. But yeah, you've just heard that very recently, like a year or so.
Races?
Haitius Valentinian is a dwarf, so Laurel is a human.
Just sort of raise an eyebrow when this gets said.
You wouldn't have met him, but you'd have heard of him, and they sort of earned the name the Beaming Blade, just because it's sort of like very like classically beautiful, like always smiling, and sort of like what he's known for. So yeah, that's how you'd have heard of him. Lord Haitius Valentinian is hosting in his manor, and we have been extended an invitation, and I have conferred with him this morning over breakfast, and he is more than happy to extend the invitation to the 6 of you. And it would be my honour to bring you as guests.
Oh, wonderful. Thank
Give
you
him
very
our
much.
deepest gratitude.
Why, thank you.
It's the very least I could do. We would be more than happy to host you at the Tier House for a day or so, and and any expense, don't worry about it. If you have finery with you, wonderful. If you don't, we can have you dressed and sorted.
Yeah, I don't really have anything like that with me.
Elyse gestures to her very torn up clothing.
I think we could do with some finery and perhaps fine tailoring. It would be a lot of fun.
Rhea sort of looks you up and down and doesn't say anything. Sort of looks over like what you're wearing and like, you. No expense will be spared. I can attribute no cost to the value of my idiot child. Rhea will be attending. Yes, I shall. I like to show my face at these sort of events.
No one would really be showing their face now, would they?
It's a figure of speech.
Of course.
Sort of giggles. You are welcome to come stay. We'll be there for perhaps 5 more days before we return to Bronze Harbour. Around the course of the ball, you're welcome to stay with us. It might be easier regarding transport, share carriages.
We have business in the city today and tonight, but perhaps afterwards.
The guards at the gates, they are always asking for paperwork to get further through. Can we get some sort of seal on your behalf?
Already been thought of. And Rhea pulls out a very fine looking scroll. It's sealed with wax, and taking it, you see it's purple wax emblazoned with the 3 teardrop diamonds of the Zalvia crest, which you recognise very certainly.
Our humblest thanks.
Please.
Pocket that.
Thanks are all ours. Thanks are all ours. What business have you in the city, if you don't mind me asking? Are you mercenaries? Sellswords? I'm not sure if that's the correct term.
Not particularly.
Travellers.
Travel.
Chasing up some information, that's all.
Information seekers. Very well, I shan't pry. No, don't, Father. Let me do their business. But either myself or my wife will be in at some point. Rhea will be in around. The staff have all been given a description of you, and present yourself at the house when you see fit, and we've set aside some quarters. It'll be looked after. Imril is feeling sorry for themselves, but I've a direct report of their behaviour has been passed on to me by Ezio, my loyal man. On their behalf, I would like to apologise, but I can assure you, Imril will be apologising for themselves as well.
We make mistakes when we're young.
That we do. That we do. Regardless, I'm grateful you were all there.
Sorry, is that they're referring to the house? They said they have one in this tier. They mean go to that one.
No, on the 6th tier.
They go to the 6th
Yeah,
tier, okay.
yeah. Go to the 6th tier house
Okay.
when you want. You've got a pass to get through it, essentially. I can't stay long for now. Business to attend to in the city. I'm sure you understand.
Us too. Understand.
Any inkling of when you may come up? We can have something prepared.
I suppose tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow?
Very well. I await you.
Thank you. The invitation is mighty kind.
It's no problem. It's the least we could do. Maria stands up and thank you all for your time. I'm looking forward to getting to know all of you.
Of course.
It's been a delight to meet you.
She inclines her head. And Ardusine does as well.
Astra bows.
Well, then we really follows like not sure he knows what to do, but we'll do it.
They put down their drinks and stand up.
Vandal will show them out to the door, to the back of their carriage.
Yeah. The carriage hand rounds up the horses and make the fires. We'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
And they head out. They leave you to your business.
What's a masquerade ball?
Yeah, but class. Why do we gotta look fancy for that?
Oh, Boblem, Astra, it's going to be divine.
Okay.
I hate formal events.
No, there's so much fun you don't understand.
What do you do?
You just...
Drink, dance, talk to people.
Like you do at a tavern?
Sort of.
But way fancier.
So much more ostentatious.
Everybody has a stick up their ass.
What?
Not everybody.
Figuratively?
Not literally, but
Not really.
It's not part of the costume.
Don't worry about that.
although the way some of them act, I wouldn't be surprised.
The games you can play with people when they let their guard down
God,
like that.
yes. Oh, so we get to dress up really nice.
Wear masks.
Apparently.
I don't have any of that.
Well, they said
They're
that they
going
would.
to pay.
Yeah.
They'll pay for it. They'll cover all of it, whatever you want to wear.
I feel a bit uncomfortable about that, but also like take advantage of their money. Oh my god. They seemed really nice.
It does get us to the tier you wanted to go to.
Yeah.
It does.
And a ball like that's going to have information.
I've never seen you quite so excited.
I like parties. And this kind of one is right up my street.
Have you ever been to one like this before?
A few.
Yeah?
Perhaps not quite this caliber, but I've been to a few masquerade balls in my time.
I'm guessing you've been to plenty.
More than enough for a lifetime of everybody at this entire table.
I've been to one. I was not invited.
That makes complete sense.
It was a lot of fun.
I'm excited for the chance to meet Sir Laurel, but...
So Laurel.
Lord Valentinian recently married a knight from the south. Not so much is known about the south, I have a lot of questions. I don't imagine this would be an opportunity to ask them, but maybe...
Well, you
soon.
never know. People get loose lips at these things. People get loose lips at these things, you never know.
Maybe.
Ask the right questions.
Yeah, right. Pile full of drinks.
JD, I want to know about the Azurite steps. This is the one thing you've kept from me. It should be fun, but we have something slightly more pressing to concentrate on
Yes.
first.
Oh,
Let's do that first.
Let's try and get through all of this alive.
Imagine that we show up there covered in cuts and bruises when everything goes horribly wrong tonight.
Don't jinx it. We should get on with the reconnaissance if everyone's ready.
Yes. Yes.
Is there anything anyone needs before you go down there? And is there anything you'd like me to buy in the daytime?
I quite
Watch
like
out.
to buy the jug. that we saw the shiny
I
coin.
really want that scroll, I just don't have enough money.
How much more money do you need?
You don't have to buy it for me, it's fine.
I'm not saying I'll buy it for you, but I can lend you the money if it's something quite pressing to get. If it's something you're only going to get the chance to buy here and now.
Oh, I don't really know. It costs 415, but then I need materials on top of that to transcribe the spell and practice it.
It's fine, I can do that, just list it out to me.
Oh, thank you.
And the jug, tell me about that too.
Yeah. Well, it's a jug, and you talk to it. And once you've talked to it, it just gives you whatever liquid you want. It could give you water, ale,
Mayonnaise.
Wine.
Mayonnaise. He was really insistent. Acid, poison, oil.
We could burn the
poison.
house down if we wanted to.
This one.
No!
Charter house.
The Weeping Eye House, Boblem.
I see its value, I'm just
No, you're dangerous.
it out. Sure, I can get that.
Well, I'll give you the money, and I hand over to him.
Yeah.
The money
Okay.
that was.
It was 100 pack.
Yeah, take that, your inventory.
No, yeah, 160 for the infinity
Yeah,
jug.
160.
Infinity jug.
415 plus 10.
Thanos and his infinity jug.
Is it materials to learn the spell?
Yeah, which I
guess you can tell me that you list out the materials.
Yeah, she would list out the materials
Yeah,
to you. And
okay.
then,
Anything else? If this is what I'm spending my day doing while the rest of you are doing this for me. Anyone? No?
no, I don't think so. I just need to figure out how much money I'm giving you. I don't want to have to lose all her money though. So I wanted to just like get more money before I bought it.
We'll just say that you give me the money for now, we'll sort it out afterwards.
Okay.
And yeah, that's what I will do while you guys are doing
Okay.
this. So instead of having to do this as an interaction, I am going to go
Just
to the
fast
shop
track, yeah.
and buy these things.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
Have those. Put them in, obviously, you don't have it in your inventory now, but yeah, take out the money, take out the money, take out the money,
Yeah.
and when you get back, you have your items. Yeah. Which one are you getting?
5 million.
Cool, okay.
Say again before we leave, I will check the couriers another time.
Make a perception check.
Come on, couriers, come on.
This is before you leave.
I don't know what you're doing, but I want it to work for you. I want it to work. Cool.
8. Don't notice anything. Nope.
Oh.
Nothing with couriers.
Maybe.
Tomorrow. I'm gonna go back every damn day.
So are you heading out?
Yeah.
I'm gonna notice Astra's new feathers on the way. Those suit you.
Where
Thank
are they?
Huh?
Where are they?
One's attached to his loot. One's attached to his backpack.
Really got the idea from a particular handsome.
You're not him!
A handsome man with a good silhouette.
The idea from a particularly handsome.
It looked good. It does look good.
Yeah.
It looked nice on him, so I wanted to have them too.
Now you match.
They're not the same. His were yellow and this one's green and this one's blue and yeah, it's totally different.
They go together then.
They suit you very well, Astra.
And those ones are more your colour.
Thank you.
I think the yellow would have clashed a bit.
No, the yellow would go nice with his eyes.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Everyone compliments Astra and Astra is uncomfortable.
Take our compliments.
You're down the first tier. Okay, so there's 5 of you. Okay.
So we're finding 2 different high up places to go.
Yeah. I'm going to turn into Rufus and just walk around with my loot and see if they notice me. Or pay too much attention or not.
I'm going to rent a room that has a window view
Yeah.
of the compound.
Yeah.
Just kind of.
It's 7 copper.
Chilling
Easy to do.
Grim.
Yep.
Just say that
That's
I
fine.
know what room you were in, so I'm able to
Yeah.
return to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we all know that,
anyway.
yeah,
Mhm.
just in case.
Like I would do that first, so that everyone's got like a point of base, and it's like you can come and knock on this door.
Would you want to be facing the front or one of the sides?
I suppose I don't really.
I'll be patrolling the front.
I will go for one of the sides then. I will go for
the side.
So that's south. North, east, south, west.
I'm not really interested in the hyena pen, so. I'll
What
go
you
for-
want to be able to see is the door for the L-shaped building to see who comes in and out during the day, basically.
Yeah.
So I would want to be on that side.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So over towards the hyena pen where I can see out.
Got it. Okay.
Which side is the tier wall on?
This side.
JD.
So are there anything on either side, like other buildings?
There's buildings on all sides.
Okay.
On all three sides, and then the tier wall on the north side.
Okay.
So which of you, if any, has find traps?
I've got it.
I've got it as well.
Do both of you have it? So so who wants to wild shape and who wants to find familiar and who wants to find traps? Basically.
I think maybe easier if I send my familiar since they're
We've
already
already done
familiar
this.
with the place.
So if we go to your sort of hidey place from the first day,
Yeah. Although I won't be able to make you invisible
that's
as well.
fine. Like we can sort of sneak behind the barrels. And
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, we'll get to the area behind the crates or wherever it was.
Yeah.
Sarah will put her hands on the ground and cast find traps.
You reach out and you detect one arcane trap and one physical trap.
Okay. Any sort of indication as to where? Like.
Close to each other,
Okay.
but because it doesn't give you this exact location, you don't know exactly where it is.
Can a familiar investigate to find a trap in the same way a person can?
You can try.
It can certainly try.
Does she at least get like a vibe of what general direction?
Check-in.
It reveals that a trap is present. You don't know the location of each trap, so I'm giving you a bit more by saying you sense they're close-ish.
I would say that considering how much we've talked and gone over the maps and we've discussed where the explosive trap was that Boblem saw,
Yeah.
you could probably determine that was the arcane one.
So
That's what I was
there's another
assuming.
physical one close-ish.
And even if it is that physical one, like perhaps
It's in
both
the
of
same
those
room.
doors, like one on the archive room door, one on that one, like
Yeah.
maybe not, but like
Yeah, I'll sort of retell this information. And
Interesting. So one of those could be they've set back up that trap we already set off last time.
I'd imagine so from what you described.
Yeah. So when you send your spider or whatever in, it would be useful if you could try and find out where the other trap is as well. It could be on the same door, but it could be on the archive door.
Yeah.
Right, let's do this. So I'll do the same thing again. I'll back me and Boblem up against the wall of the enclosure and link arms with him and sit down. And once he's cast his Find Familiar, then I will cast invisibility on both of us.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you go through the same process.
Find the spider again.
It appears.
Sarah says, "See you both later." She transforms into
Bye, says a voice.
Yeah. She turns into a grey tabby cat.
Nice.
Oh, cute.
Nice.
Starts doing her own recon.
Okay. Okay.
And I would also have my notebook out and be writing down everything Boblem says, relays to me.
Okay. Okay. So, Bob, you're sneaking in.
Yeah, I send spiders the same way that it did the last time.
Yeah. So first, make a stealth check with advantage.
Okay. Let me just. So 7.
Okay.
It's a medium-sized spider.
It's
It's a spider.
Creep over the walls,
Yeah.
down past the pens, and across the courtyard, and. Okay. Very, very narrowly miss a boot.
Well, so when JD throws spiders at us, we have to fight them, but when we throw spiders at JD, he wants to squish them.
You went past basically a doorway where you didn't realise there was someone coming out, and they see the fairly large spider coming past and try and squish it. They just miss you, and you scuttle away.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like they're trying to chase you.
It's a whole shit list.
It says out loud. Where are we right now?
So now you're
Where
just
am I?
outside the door to the L-shaped building.
Outside the door to the airship building.
I will say make your first investigation check as you're going down. Yeah, because instead of role playing it out, I'll just tell you what you find depending on what you get.
3.
3. Okay. You head down the stairs. First set of doors in, you see racks and racks of beds. That's all you can work out.
Okay.
on both sides of the corridor.
That's all I need, really.
Yeah, I go out of that room and go towards the one in front of it.
Okay, so you press on, and there's a door closer on your right and a little bit further on your left, just before the corner. Okay, make an investigation check.
12.
12. Okay. The one on the left, down the end, see a long table. Appears to be a mess hall of some sort. You can see like food waste and like small little bones just chucked around where the benches are. Okay. Back and to your right, you see a large room with an array of weaponry. You see like glaives, longbows, short swords, long swords, axes. A fair couple of the shields and the armour bear the sigil of the Weeping Eye.
Oh.
The red eye with a drop coming off it, which you've seen out front of the charnel house as well.
Yeah. Do I see any type of tripwires or anything from that level?
Make a separate investigation check for that.
15.
Don't see any.
Okay.
Okay. You're around the corner, and there's a room on your left. I'm not sure if we picked up this one before. A room on your left and a room down the end of the corridor.
Yeah, I've got them.
Before it turns.
Okay. And the room on the left is not one of the ones that I've previously been to?
No, you've not been to either. So you've turned the corner now. So make another investigation check.
Okay.
If you wish to.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay. You head in. The one on your left seems pretty similar to the one from upstairs. Okay. With the long table and chairs and maps around. You do, as you go in, there are two figures in there who seem to be talking. Okay. As you got a natural 20, they are, luckily one's human, one is not, so they're talking in common.
I can see their lips, I know what they're saying.
You can, but I mean they're speaking common because they wouldn't be speaking abyssal otherwise. They're both. Okay. Yeah, the room isn't nice by any means, but it's certainly better than what the troops have. There are a couple like round tables, beat up chairs. It looks like they're like playing cards. I won't go through it exactly, but essentially they're concerned that the troops from Frostguard haven't arrived. They should have been back a few days ago. Okay? And this is not good. They've not heard any communications. No forward scouts have returned. And this might throw things off when Carmen returns. Carmen is going to be angry.
Oh, Colin doesn't know.
And yeah, no one knows where they are. I'd say that you like listening for 5 minutes and like listening to the whole conversation. The other room you go to is a planning room, which seems to be basically just confirms all the information you know. All the information you know on who's where, like the roster and stuff. It's just, you've already got all that information.
It's the same type of papers.
Yeah. Okay, you round the corner and you're in the final stretch essentially. So you've got 2 doors on your right, one on your left down the end, and then beyond that the little T-junction where you went before.
Okay.
With the treasury and contracts room. You know you can't go much further, so you probably won't be able to get into the last 2 doors. But the spider can go and report back.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay. One more investigation check.
Sorry, repeat where this is now?
So in the final snake of the corridor.
Visual person.
So, none that all of those ones. This is this last bit before the T junction with the 2 rooms and the trap.
Cool.
13.
13. Okay. You go into the first door on your right. You sneak under. You see an empty room. It seems to be stripped out. A single accommodation room. It's pretty bare. It's got like a bare cot. Bare cot, an empty chest, and doesn't really seem to have much in it. Like a mannequin stand, like for armor and weaponry, but has very little things in there.
Stripped like no one lives in it.
Like things have been taken out.
Okay.
Yeah, like he was waiting for somebody to come in.
It goes and comes back and then like transmits the image to you. The room on the right. You go in and it seems like another accommodation room, but someone definitely has been using this. You see a desk with candles and some form of ritual marks on it, although you can't make out language or what these runes mean, but they seem to be carved in painted on like a reddy brown liquid. You see a couple of vials of red liquid, thick red liquid. You see a small chest. On the desk is a horn, a whip. You see an ivory statue, something that you can't really work out, and a shattered mirror with a painting of a bloody eye on it, as well as another of these. You've been able to like climb up the wall, and you can see like these beds. They're basically wooden cots with like filthy rags and matting thrown in. Even as a spider, you can smell this place smells absolutely rancid.
Once the spider reports that back, would it be able to report back what the runes look like? So I can describe them? I don't know what they mean, but...
Yes. One basically looks like a thick downward Y with a couple of like bars across it, essentially. One, I don't know if it's anything you'd recognise. Yeah, you certainly don't recognise it.
Just describing it for the sake of if Elyse can write them down and then somebody else in the party might have later
Is that
understand
what
that.
you meant?
Basically.
Because I don't know what languages they know, so I would think maybe one of them would know what this means.
Yeah.
Reasonable.
One looks like a sickle moon with a sort of another circle sort of like half over it, like that. One looks closest to a K, but with a line drawn down it. Right? Those are the three main runes. There are smaller ones around, but like too complicated to sort of for me to describe. But I can say that. Okay. The room on the right, head in, is slightly harder. Slightly larger. Make another investigation check.
Yeah, I rolled an 18.
Okay, so you're in the room on the left. You're scuttled under, and you look about. It looks like a slightly larger bedroom. You look back and see beyond the door, basically a spring. This like modified bear trap, essentially, which is held on by some form of wire. You can't work out the exact mechanics of it, but this is a physical trap of some sort. Someone would open the door and this thing would spring out, essentially.
Stay out of that room.
What's in the room?
Yeah, what's in the room?
Similar like looking cot, chest which is open, empty. There's not much left about. There is what looks to be like a wickedly curved sword on like a desk, and just various like apparel and trash, but the room is mostly stripped as well.
Okay.
Make a perception check.
16.
There's a lot of white fur around the mat, around like the cot.
Doesn't want anyone going in his room.
So now we know whose room it is.
Is there anything else you'd like to investigate in particular?
Could the spider see what kind of lock is on the door of the archive room? Like, is that something the spider would be able to, or is it just like a keyhole?
It seems to be just like a keyhole.
Nice.
Or if there's any way for the spider to see like how the scrolls are arranged, like how they are actually archived, like alphabetically or like by number or.
You can go in, make an investigation check.
Okay, so would that be?
It'll be reporting back to you essentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can go with that instruction and that'll be basically the. Oh no, you've got 2 hours on it. Don't worry. Yeah, you can if you want to.
Okay. Just out of camera, was this conversation all part of the episode or just?
I'll probably trim this if you just want to say like I send him in to look.
To look at the archive room one more time. Okay. How long do I have left on it?
You've got over an hour left.
Okay. Then I will send him in to check in on the archive room again.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
18.
18. Okay. It seems like they're loosely chronologically. You're able to sort of like get in and see like dates sort of like on the edge. Basically like 3 walls, so oldest to newest.
Okay.
Essentially, okay. There's one open out on the desk, which you're able to see like some details like Underdark, Twilight Courts, Sabotage, Terror.
Yeah. Any names on that?
L.
L.
Just L.
Just an L.
Just a single L.
Let's hope the other scroll is not as vague. Okay.
Oh yeah, you see like sow seeds of terror.
Okay, but no,
As I
it doesn't say who has ordered it or anything like
It's
that?
no, it's only signed by an L, and you see what seems to be like a smear of blood beneath that.
Okay. Okay. I report that back, and I think if there's nothing else that stands out to me, then I'll start making my way back.
Yeah. If you're not using it again, you can dismiss it.
Okay, then I'll just dismiss it.
Cool. Elyse has been writing all of this down as you go.
Yeah.
So I guess it would be worth just staying invisible for a while and seeing if the others need any help or anything.
Okay, so you're in the alley, invisible.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else? What's anyone else doing?
I would have tried to climb up on a sort of neighbouring rooftop to get onto one of their roofs
Yeah.
and just sort of watch.
Okay. So Cassian and Sariel are both watching for how long are you watching?
The spell lasts for 2 hours, so I figure I'd sort of wait until I knew like how much time it would take me to get back down,
Yeah.
and then I'd sort of make my way back to Cassian's room to sort of come out of the cab.
Okay.
I've got the whole day.
Yeah.
Okay. Astra, what are you doing as well?
So as the green half-orc with like the patchy grey skin, I'm gonna like pull my loot around and just start walking past the gate and just into that little square, like as though I'm walking around looking around, just arrived.
Yeah. Oh, it's not square. It's just like a open street. There's 2 blacksmiths basically in front of the place.
As though I'm perusing the blacksmiths, and
Okay.
sort of keeping an eye on what their reaction to a bard in the area is.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to be good. At first, the hyenas like snap at their chain, and the chain go taut. And after you've been there for about 20 seconds, you hear from one of them, "Move on!"
Just having a look around. Never been here before. Where am I?
Now, where you want to stay?
Oh, okay. I'll be on my way then.
He starts like letting the chain like run through his hand.
So-
Hyena like commented like,
Said I was on my way.
"Make quick work of it."
Alright, carry on.
Yeah, you get that they don't respond well to that.
Okay. And then when that happens, I will go and join Cassian.
Okay.
Keep an eye out as well.
All 3 of you make a perception check.
Nat 2024.
Okay.
God, I got a nat one, lol.
16.
Okay.
Cassian is just.
Good looking.
Okay,
Doesn't
right.
It's good looking. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to go through all the information. Some of this you may have. 2 guards by the gate, 2 hyenas, 1 in the gatehouse tower. The guards rotate every 8 hours. Once at night, once in the morning, once in the afternoon. They rotate positions within that every 2 hours. Okay? Only 3 actively on a shift. The other 3 you found are working or resting but not actively keeping watch. You know the hyenas howl and yelp whenever someone goes past. They get fed at 6, midday, and 6. Okay. Between 12 and 1, they're let out of the pens. One of the gnolls doesn't seem to take part in the watch, wears a dark hood, painted with an eye on the back, and walks with a limp. The guards rotate at midnight, 8 AM, and 4 PM.
I mean, we wouldn't know about midnight, would we?
No, but because you've been there for
We can like
8
assume
hours,
the time.
yes,
Okay.
yes. And you got a natural 20, so you've got all the information.
Nice!
You've got the materials are occasionally stored temporarily in the building off the gatehouse. You also picked that there are vents in the courtyard with smoke rising out occasionally. Although you didn't, you couldn't see where perhaps specifically these came from. Okay. The hooded gnoll seems to rest when the 3rd shift rests. And as you got a natural 20, the guards begin to flag and get weary in the last hour of their shift. New ones come to replace them and debrief 15 minutes before their hour starts, so leaving a 45-minute window where they're tired and alone.
And when is that?
So that will be
That would be like coming
7
up
AM.
to.
Yeah, 7
7
a.m.
AM to
3 p.m.
7:45.
yeah,
Or 11 PM.
to 11:45 or
3 p.m.
yeah to
Yeah.
3:45.
So that's probably to go 11 p.m.
We don't get another long rest before then though.
No.
That doesn't work out for everybody. You might have to do it like
Actually, yeah, 'cause
7 AM.
I wouldn't have the option to do invisibility on 2 people again unless I burned all my sorcery points.
Wait, so the
And then
hooded
fly.
gnoll rests with the 3rd watch. Is that the nighttime one?
So, well, you wouldn't, but you would have seen him up through the whole day, so reasonable to believe that rests between like midnight and 8.
Can I sort of, as I'm watching for like a very, very long time, can I sort of get a bead on this hooded gnoll and see if I can figure out what his deal is at all?
Make a perception check. Let's have
It's another perception check. Okay. 12.
12. Walks of the Limp is a bit scrawnier than the other ones.
Okay.
It definitely seems to be ordering people about. So is a fang of some sort, but is not as built as the other one.
I don't trust like that.
I think we realised the pup was the one we killed, didn't we?
I'm just
So
like,
I think this is Yerix.
can gnolls do magic? Because I'm concerned.
Yeah, like
That's what I was thinking as well.
that might be his room with the ritual stuff.
It's not all it seems, yeah.
You do have that crossbow bolt still.
Yeah. The information you piece together includes, this is like collaborating everything from the other days, and you're able to like piece together like, they changed at that point, which means adding in, so even though you're scouting out for basically like 10 hours, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, we did see them about to shift the other night, so
you're able to piece this all together, and you're able to sort of like work it out.
Like I'm discussing this with you as you're turning up, like. I've got a lead on them.
Boblem and Elyse. So you finished after an hour. Is there anything else you're doing?
I mean, we know that Cassian and these guys are scouting from up high, so there's not much point in us like walking around doing much else because they're going to get a better vantage point anyway. So I guess we could join them.
Yeah. Say you're able to compile all the event and bring everything together.
I mentioned also the runes that I saw and what the ritual room kind of looked like. See if that stands out to any of you.
Did I recognise the runes when I was writing them down at all, or?
No, absolutely not.
I'll show them to Cassian and Sariel.
It is nothing either of you have seen before.
And Astra?
No.
No.
No, I'm saying for certain this is nothing any of you have seen before.
Right.
Okay.
You don't need to roll for that.
No, I was going to. I had
Comprehend
languages
prepared.
equipped.
Do you want to?
Yeah, do it.
This is Abyssal.
Of course.
So I think if I touch the writing that you've written down, I'm able to like understand it.
Yeah, you can read.
So it's not specific
It's not a specific
words as
thing,
such,
It's
but
ritual runes.
yeah.
intention.
So is it like a spell casting thing? Is he able to gather like what intention it's for at all?
not with that, no.
Okay.
You can try with an Arcana check.
I can give it a
If you
go.
want to try and understand the Abyssal.
11.
You can't understand it.
It's abyssal.
I mean, that perhaps confirms my suspicions that limping gnoll is some sort of arcanist.
We better watch out for that then.
Yeah, gotta be wary.
I don't trust that they would let someone weaker boss them around like that if he didn't have hidden powers.
Oh, definitely.
Hmm.
Okay. So we assume that ritual type room was that ritual type room also a bedroom?
Yes.
So we assume that is his room.
Yes.
So that was where on the map?
The 22 row rooms.
So it's very near to the archives.
Yes.
Yay!
Like, do we want to do it when he's sleeping? Or
Yeah.
when he's awake and potentially away from there?
So we said, when did we say he slept? He slept with the
Night.
Oh,
So
midnight.
you can assume like 12 to 8, but it's not clear.
You either
Yeah.
need to fight him when he's in his room or fight him when he's patrolling.
Or
Hopefully not having
Or
noticed us at
hopefully
all.
not- Hopefully not at all is the best way about it, but I can tell you one thing, I'm not sure I'm able to cause a decent distraction from the front gate.
No?
It didn't take kindly to me even just walking past.
Thank
Shame.
But I can stand and, I guess, look at the blacksmiths if needs be, just to be in that position.
We have plenty of options for distraction and everything.
I think if we do have to fight him, just get to him quickly.
Yeah.
Make sure he doesn't have a chance to cast anything.
Should we get back and relay all
Yes.
this to Vandy?
Yeah.
You get back without incident.
Yeah. It must be like early evening at this point. Late
Yeah.
afternoon. Yeah.
So we relay everything, including, I guess, like the other scroll you saw, if that means anything.
Yeah.
Through the day after I've been shopping, I'll give you back 50 gold for yourself, by the way. So you have that and the stuff.
So I just have 50 gold. We'll sort that out later.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
You have your alchemy jug. You can look at it in D&D
Yeah.
Beyond, it's in there.
Um, I have compiled into routines and everything we had already, and I will just fill in the rest of this information until we have it, like, very clearly written out in front of us. And say that I've slept already. I decided that was probably the best use of my time, so I can stay up and plan. From what you've told me, I would say our best chance of infiltration is 6:45 in the morning, just before they start to completely get exhausted, because it's going to take us a long time to get in there. We want to catch them when they're tired. It sounds like this, I'm assuming Yerrick's, the Fang Station at the Charnel House, is a spellcaster.
Yeah, seems that way.
Absolutely.
Best for us if he's sleeping.
Yes.
My idea so far is that at least you turn you and I invisible.
Of course.
If we know the archive is dated, I can search for the exact date.
Yeah, and you're going to know any of that better than any of us, so you need to be in there.
Sariel, if you could use that spell on us that allows us to pass by places.
You'll have to stay on us though, if you could wild shape as well, maybe.
I can do that as well.
Be something small.
Stay on our person as something small. And then Cassian, Boblem, Astra, if we could station you up high within range of the outside. Boblem, at the Abbey you were able to explode the ground.
Yeah.
If you could prepare yourself to do that under the hyena pen.
I can do that, but I just gotta be able to see where I'm doing, what I'm doing.
We can do what you did today and rent cheap rooms with vantage points. Prepare yourself to do that. You would.
Oh, well, we still have the room for the night, so like surely.
Yeah.
Just gotta make sure I'm within range of the...
We can take multiple rooms with multiple vantage points if we have to. We can spare the copper. If you prepare that under the hyena cage, that should keep those off us.
Yeah.
Cassian or Astra, if you could do that dancing pattern thing that you did at the Abbey fight, that was incredible. Preparing yourself to do that. We know that at least 5 of them are probably going to be in the barracks building at the back.
Yeah.
So perhaps for the door, should they come out. And Cassian, if you could take the front entrance, or vice versa.
I have something that could thoroughly trump them at the front, but it would be dangerous for the rest of you to move through.
Then you want to keep that out of our range so we can escape.
Exactly.
Well, I'm hoping we'll be able to hop the wall.
We should be able to do that.
Even with the dangerous sharp stuff at the top.
You know they're there,
We can be careful.
and I can clear it by flying.
Okay. With Ren. Bad
I can't bring you with me, but
It's fine, I can
I can
climb
help
it.
you up if you need.
Okay.
I have gloves, I can protect my hands, it's fine.
In terms of getting out, assuming the best, we can go back over the wall. Assuming the worst, and if we need to keep the scroll, you can give me the scroll and I can fly out very quickly.
And leave him there.
If we're not sneaking out, I'm assuming we can blow our way through the front doors if it comes to it. Don't worry about it.
It's just an option.
It's a good option. We'll, I don't know, have some sort of code word so you know when to release your attacks up top.
I'm able to send a message now to people.
The two of you could do that.
The way I do it, or the way we did it before.
The way you do it.
Okay. Yeah. If I cast that while I'm invisible, it will drop. But
If I send it to you.
I can respond without it dropping.
And I'm assuming if you need to cast one, we're already in trouble.
Exactly. If we do encounter any locked doors, I have lockpicks now, so I should be able to open them without casting a spell, but if worse comes to worse, I have also prepared that spell again. It just makes a loud noise, so if I'm going to have to cast it, I will have to
Need
drop
distraction
invisibility and need
upstairs.
a distraction anyway, so I will have to drop invisibility and message someone to cause a distraction.
That might be a good time to explode the hyenas.
Yeah. Be wary of the traps that I've mentioned.
Yep.
But also, when you take the scrolls, it might be good if you take a couple of other ones as well, so it don't just look suspicious if they look back in that
That's a
room
very
and
good
like
point.
only this scroll is missing.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point. Okay, I think we have quite a solid plan.
We should rest.
You should all sleep. And go over this in case there's anything we've missed.
Elyse, are you planning to copy the scroll down now?
If I can.
Make an intelligence check.
I have to do a check.
Yes, you do. To copy it down.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Bring mine.
Think smart thoughts.
It's a first level, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, now I'm really nervous. I'm not going to be able to do it and I spent all this money. Oh, cool. No, it's fine. I got 21. Please let her do this.
You successfully transcribe it over 2 hours. The spell scroll is not destroyed.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a chance that copying the spell scroll, it can be destroyed if...
Lol.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You rolled a natural one and just spilled your ink pot all over.
Yeah.
So
you have that as a ritual spell now. You're all preparing. Is there anything else anyone else is doing before the infiltration?
Instead of having a, like, particularly long sleep, Cassian's good. He didn't really do anything or expend any abilities all day, so he'll stay up with Vanden and just make sure that the plans are solid.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah's going to do some more of her stones, like foresight stones.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just sit for a bit outside,
Mm-hmm.
and then probably go to bed.
Bad business bed.
The 3 Bs.
Okay.
Boblem?
Yeah, I just take a long rest.
Okay.
Vanden stays up with Cassian and goes over everything again. And when we seem pretty confident that it's sorted, she's gonna like sag a little bit in his seat and go quiet for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then I hate admitting this, but I'm scared.
That's completely fair. What in particular?
Of what I'm gonna find. I know we've got this tactically. We're proving time and time again that we're good at that, but
But it could be anyone's name on that scroll.
yes.
And if the one Boblem found earlier is anything to go by, it could just be an initial.
It could be nothing. I need this scroll to go home and clear my name. I'm hoping there'll be information on it. I might find out what happened to my brother. And it could be nothing. And then what?
I don't know. It's a lot, but hopefully it will yield something, and if not, we are in the city for longer. That Cannon fellow's going to come back and find his place absolutely ransacked. We can always go back for him. Take it from his mouth.
You're right. I don't think I'm strong enough to take him down.
There's 6 of us and 1 of him. He won't make it out alive.
Turn and rest my head on Cassian's shoulder. Sort of defeatedly. I've spent years of my life studying how to do things like this, and I just feel out of my depth.
I've spent none of my life doing things like this. And yes, we're all rather out of our depth, aren't we?
Yeah.
But we make a good team. And
I have a lot of faith in all of you.
we all have a lot of faith in each other in at least some regards.
I just don't have any faith in myself.
And you should. Why do you think everyone listens to you for orders and advice? You're good at it. You're a Commodore after all.
I guess you're right. I'm gonna get things ready. Stand up.
You told me I was a better man than I give myself credit for. I think you should allow yourself the same kindness.
I'm just gonna ruffle Cassian's hair and walk away. And then I'm gonna go prepare myself. I'm taking off my chainmail.
Okay.
I will be putting back on my leather jacket, the black coat that I had on at the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Taking with me one of the shields that was left in the armory here.
Yeah.
And the longsword.
Yeah. Takes a little bit to get used to. It's not something you used before. A little bit of.
I have practiced for the whole week.
Yeah, I know, but it's just, I'm just saying, like, there's no mechanical disadvantage. Yeah. Just saying that.
It's different.
Yeah, these are heavy bronze shields. There are 2 indents, and there are like these little like sort of like protrusions on one side as well. You work out from sort of stacking them near each other. They're very suitable for phalanx. They essentially lock into each other, and then have a hole up top for spears to be placed through. And from reading history books and stuff, you might be able to work out that these are, you basically form an indomitable shield wall, put the spears through, and just advance.
I'll try that with the javelin. Just
It works.
when I'm getting it out, just like, nice.
You know the strength is in unity though.
Yeah.
And 10 of these, 20 of these, 100 of these, no one's getting through.
And once I'm ready, I let everyone have their sleep, but I will wake them in time to do this.
You head down. Where are you taking your positions?
I guess me, Sariel, and Landon would be at the back wall again, the same place where me and Boblem have been.
Make a stealth check.
Like,
When are you casting past
Yeah, I will
Trace?
do that
Way
first.
before we get there.
Not way before we get there, but like when we're sort of
Get to the swills.
yeah, when we get to the swills, like when we get close to the charnel house, I'll cast. I can't cast it on these guys as well. So I'll cast it on the 3 of us.
Yeah, 'cause it's
Well,
a
it will
area,
be on them until they leave your vicinity.
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
yeah.
Okay.
So it'll help them for now, I suppose.
Yeah. And Elyse would again be wearing a headscarf, but I think for this she won't disguise herself because they haven't seen her real face and she doesn't want to use up the spell slot, so...
Ben's got his face covered, the lower half with
Yeah.
the cloth he was covering with before, and the hood up.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice. So that's 28 plus 7.
Mine's
33. 33.
Dirty 20.
Okay, alright. You all make your way silently down to the swells. Okay. You are uninterrupted, unencumbered. What time exactly are you going at?
I would like to be climbing over their wall at 5 to 7 in the morning.
Yeah, you take up positions behind. Rest of you, where are you?
Is there, so there's the 2 blacksmiths opposite,
Yeah.
right? So I'm assuming there must be like some sort of street or alley between them, or...
Between the blacks. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, there is a narrow 5-foot alley. Yes,
Okay.
which is basically like perpendicular to the charnel house. If that's what you mean.
Yeah, I will be just a slightly different looking elf,
Yeah.
and I will like tuck myself into a corner.
Okay. Make a stealth check as well.
If you're nearby us,
I'm definitely not going to be within your range.
okay, never mind.
Within that point, no.
No.
Just head it off.
19.
You are silent as the night.
Yeah, I make my way down to the room that Cassian had before, where there's a view of the pen.
Okay.
Is that from that room? Is that?
It was on the side with the hyena pit.
Yeah.
it
Well, is that
range?
like 120 feet away from the pen?
That's not too far, it's
It
just
would
across the road.
be.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're just making sure it's range.
That's only 80, the square itself.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, Pythagoras theorem. Yeah, you're well within range. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
You have range.
I
my
just
goodness.
go into that room since
Okay.
Oh,
we have it.
Right.
Okay. Prepare yourself.
Is there any like way to get a room above the blacksmiths, or can I just climb up
As
there?
it's so late, I'd say make a persuasion check.
Yeah. 9.
Doesn't seem to be anywhere available.
Can I just climb to the top of that building then?
Yeah, sure. Make an athletics check.
Oh, for fuck's sake. No. 7.
Would you get? 7. You get up there, but it's going to take you about 10 minutes to climb up. You don't want to scale the sheer side, so you basically go a block down. You're able to climb up some rickety stairs and then sort of like tread carefully over things. Yeah, so it's now 7:05. Okay? Make a perception check.
Perception 17.
17. About a block over, you spot out the corner of your eye, like illuminated by the moonlight, a figure running across rooftops, bounding between them, 10 feet between. Not running fully upright and not on all fours, but a mixture between the two.
Oh no.
Running parallel to you, so it doesn't seem to be heading, so not heading towards you, and not like directly away from the charnel house either. Parallel, but about 2 blocks away.
Forgot about that.
Nice try.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I was like, what y'all know?
The murderer.
It's a humanoid silhouette,
Okay.
but you only glance at it for a second before they...
Are they running away from where we are?
Not towards you or away from that
Just sort of
directly.
parallel.
Yeah, just all parallel. Does not seem to have noticed you.
Okay.
And it just going away, basically. Going away from wherever they were coming from.
Yeah.
Going somewhere.
In the general direction of the main gate to the city.
Okay. Can I say as well that I cast Disguise Self on myself at this point?
If you want to use the spell slot, yeah, sure.
I don't want to look like Astra right now.
Go for it. Go for it.
Yeah, I'll just use it on first level.
Mhm.
Something.
It's 7:05.
Pass without a trace attack.
Yep.
You need to wild shape into something small and get in my pocket.
Okay.
Sorry, I know that's strange.
So she looks a little hesitant, sort of pondering it.
Puts out a hand.
Haven't done this one in a while. She turns into a mouse.
Scoop her up and gently tuck her into a pocket on my coat.
Okay.
I'm in your pocket.
Okay. Brace myself.
You ready?
Nice. You can do it.
Yeah. Cast invisibility.
The 3 of you vanish in the dark. Okay.
And off the back of that, Elyse will bonus action tempestuous magic and fly over the wall. And land.
Elyse soars over. You sort of parkour around.
I climb up carefully.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Yeah, sure.
carefully avoiding putting my hands on the glass if I
Can you both make an athletics? Oh, sorry. Can you make an athletic check, please?
Just run.
20.
Yeah, Sariel's in the.
I ain't doing no hard leg work here.
Able to get up. It's sort of like rotted, like the wood is giving a little bit. You're able to get to the top. Are able to basically softly put your chest over and rest the thick leather of the armor against the spikes, and carefully put yourself down. Okay. It doesn't scrape at all.
Did we establish what the ground was like? Like, is it wood or grass or gravel
It's
or
mud.
just
basically.
mud? So I would just wait until I see feet drop down, and then I know Ren's with me.
As my feet touch the mud, you'll see the footprints, and then I just kind of like smear them with my feet.
Yeah.
And my pass without a trace gets rid of that sort of thing.
It does. Okay.
Would I be able to see it just to know that Ren's with me and we can move? Or
I would say you'd be able to hear it. Yeah.
Okay,
Come on.
Gentle little thud.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you are both. You can pass me your minis. So you've come over the back wall.
Yeah.
Can you both please make me a stealth check?
With advantage and +10.
So the 28.
So that'll be 30.
30. Okay.
God.
We got this.
This is tense though, man.
What'd you get?
28 and 30.
Okay. You land softly, you see the pen of the hyenas before you. You listen carefully for a solid minute, you hear snuffle, like a scuffle between them. They don't seem to be alerted to your presence. Boblem, so you're looking down at this actively. Although you don't know exactly when they're coming in, you don't see any alert to the hyenas, okay?
Okay.
Just you see them squabble with each other occasionally, and bite one another or try and like, steal a little bit of meat. Most of them are asleep, but 3 were awake. Okay. Okay. What would you like to do?
I guess we will quietly,
I
stealthily head towards.
reach out an arm
Oh.
and like try and feel around for Elyse. Can I find Elyse?
Yeah.
Okay, and put your arm,
Just quietly.
whisper to Elyse like, right inside, stay together.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yep. You move to the building.
Are there any
Police
windows?
No, the windows are like blacked out.
Okay. Take Sariel out of my pocket for a moment and just whisper to the mouse. Brandon feels very weird. Like, can you peek under the door basically to see if anyone's immediately right there in the corridor? And then I'll put you back in my pocket.
Meanwhile, Elyse will perception check around them to see if anyone's looking at the door who might notice them open it.
Yeah. Okay. You don't see anyone.
If you could put Sariel down by
Yeah.
the door. Yeah, she'll
And then
sort
wait with my hand.
of crawl off your hand, sort of squeeze under the door as mice can do. See if there's anyone in the immediate vicinity or anyone around.
Make a perception check.
13.
13. Doesn't seem to be anyone.
Come back out. Sort of climb onto your hand.
Yeah. Put you back in the pocket and gently push the door. Just like a little bit to see if it moves first.
It moves like an inch and is held shut. You're not locked, but are you like physically like opening the lock or something? So like opening the handle?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's quietly and slowly.
Open it up.
If no one's seen us around, if you didn't see anything, I guess slip inside.
And then quietly shut it again.
Okay.
And then keep moving. We know which room we need to go to, so we're not going to even...
I guess Astra and Boblem will see the door slightly open and close.
Yeah.
So they'll know we're in.
Yeah.
Hacker voice.
But when we reach like the corners, Elyse will peek around them first before moving through.
Okay.
Put my hand on your arm the whole time.
If you have like your hand on my shoulder or something that can lead us through.
Go down the steps.
You head down the steps. You look at the long corridor before you.
There's no one in there.
No one in the corridor.
Can't hear footsteps going around the corner.
Make a perception check.
14.
14. You don't hear any footsteps. You hear loud snoring coming from the room to your left and the room to your right.
Yeah. If we proceed down the corridor, like slowly, I would stay like kind of slightly pressed up against the wall rather than walking in the centre, just in case someone does come around the corner suddenly. And then Elyse will peek around the corner first before we turn it.
Yeah. Okay. You peek around the corner to where you know the officer's mess is basically you're right in front of you. You turn. The armory is down.
No more people. No people.
You hear no one. You see no one.
On to the next corner.
Yeah, same again.
Head down a few feet. Turn. Look. Is anyone else doing anything at the moment?
Just keeping eyes on the front.
Yeah, just keeping an eye out.
If we see nothing, we'll keep going around the next corner.
Yeah. You go around the next corner. There are a couple of rooms to the side. One at the far left. And then beyond the T-junction, where you recognise from the floor plans and from what you've heard, the contracts room and the treasury.
Yeah, so we'll head straight to the contracts room.
Okay. You walk forward silently.
And
If you're doing anything straight forward.
I was going to investigate the door first.
Okay.
If I can do an investigation
Which
check.
door?
The door to the contracts room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Before you get there, as you pass the doors just before that, you feel a line of static break over you.
Alarm.
Your hair stands up on the back of your neck, and you hear ding 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 ding. I'd like to roll initiative.
Everyone?
Yes, but you don't know anything that's going on.
No, but we might know.
Yeah.
Would we hear? That
No,
that's with him.
That's within 60 feet.
If we cast find traps again, we would have known that.
Okay, 25 to 20.
Okay, Roger. Cool.
Okay, 19 to 15.
19.
16. 17.
Okay. 19. Who got 17?
Me.
Okay. Obviously, you all don't know that anything's gone on. Okay. 16?
16.
Okay. Has anyone got 15? Okay. 14 to 10.
14.
10.
Okay, so Vanden, Sariel, Elyse, you're in a 10-foot wide corridor, which is you have a door on your left and your right. 10 feet ahead of you, there's a small T-junction with the contract room and the treasury. Okay, so it is 20 feet in front of you. It extends to, and then 50 it extends back for the corridor. Okay? Vanden, you hear this bell going off. What would you like to do?
I will take Sariel out of my pocket, unequip Sariel, and whisper, like, do something. And put the mouse down on the ground.
Okay, I'll say it's interacting with an object, that will be your action.
Yeah.
Okay, you remain invisible. Okay, the door to the door to the right on the corridor, Elyse, 5 feet in front of you, smashes open. You see the Knoll figure, hood down, its mangy black snout with like burning green eyes, look out balefully. Okay, going to...
5 feet previously he was in the archive room.
No, so the alarm triggered
So yours
before
is-
you got to there.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
I misunderstood.
Okay.
Yeah, do you want to draw it in your book so you can have an idea of it as well?
Yeah, so T, let me just sketch it out.
Sorry, I thought it was as we were approaching the door to the archive room.
No.
Yeah, no, he was even before that.
Okay.
That's what I want to say. Okay. You see waves a hand, and you feel something, a wave, pass over you. Okay? Looks immediately at where, even though you're invisible, right exactly where you are. Head snaps back to look at you as well. Okay? And down to the floor. Screams something in a language you do not recognize. That is its action
So
and
we-
movement.
Are we still invisible but he's cast the invisibility or something?
You don't know
Oh,
he's cast.
But do I know that I'm still invisible?
You are still invisible.
Okay.
He has looked at your eye.
Okay.
Okay? And shouts in abyssal. Astra, you haven't heard anything. This is below ground.
I'm casting my cantrip for message though to see when they arrive in that area.
Okay.
Are you there?
I'll say you. Who are you casting that to?
Elyse.
Elyse.
Okay.
Um,
I'll say on your turn you can respond to that.
okay.
Have you reached the archives?
Sariel, how are you doing? You are down on the ground.
Has he hasn't noticed me.
He
Yes.
looked down to the ground.
Oh, he looked down to the ground. Shit.
And you are not invisible.
No.
Once you let go. So
It's like,
make
does
of that
he-
what you will.
it's like, does he think I'm a mouse or does he think I'm something else?
He's looked directly at the mouse.
I can't do anything in mouse form.
Knit his feet.
Oh, jeez.
Did he say something when he waved the hand?
In abyssal.
Did he
Let
audibly?
me. Yeah.
He did.
Would have made it like said like a magic word. You're on the floor, basically next to the contract room door, essentially. There's enough of a space to get under, if you wanted.
But then he'll know what we're trying to go for.
He knows we're here. We're fucked. Go in and unlock the door.
Yeah, I'll go under the door.
Yeah. Disappear on the door. You have an action, a bonus action if you want.
I'm gonna go in there and, for the moment, hide.
Yeah. I'd say you wouldn't even need to use your action to do that. There's no one else in the room.
Okay.
But yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, because I. No, I'll drop the form and start looking. I don't know what date I'm looking for.
Make an investigation check.
14.
DC 14 investigation.
You know the month
Uh,
that it happened.
after 1 minute. Okay, it's going to take you 1 minute.
Oh, that's a lot around. Yeah. Okay.
If you wish, yeah, it will take you 1 minute.
Okay.
Or you can grab, and there is a chance that you get it.
I don't want to operate on a chance. I'll try and like, even sort of try and narrow it down.
Okay. We'll say your action with this turn is that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh god.
You hear further up the corridor. Doors opening. Okay. Steps coming up. They haven't approached you yet. Cassian, would you have been doing anything on your turn?
No, I'm waiting for the signal, man.
Okay.
I'm just chilling.
Okay. Elyse.
Elyse will whisper back to Astra, we set off some kind of alarm, go.
Okay. That's a free. I'll say that's a free action.
Okay.
Okay.
And then, oh my god. I will Thunderwave him at 2nd level.
Okay. What's
So
that
that's-
con?
So that's con 15 saving throw.
That's a 70.
But he still takes damage, so he
Yeah.
still takes 3d8.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I've forgotten all my fucking spells. Yeah. 3d8.
Does that put him as well?
No,
No, because he succeeded. So that's 14, so 7 he
Okay.
takes. And her invisibility.
Yeah.
So
Okay. It drops on
randoms.
both of you. Okay. This thrashes out. The wave of energy ripples past him. His fur thunders. The hood like flutters behind him, and he just bellows in your face.
And she will back up a bit more.
That will move you out of his opportunity range.
Oh, sorry, then she will
Within
bonus
5
action Tempestuous Magic and fly 10 feet back.
Okay, you're
And
10 feet
back
yeah.
myself up against the wall, like on the corner of the corridor. And
Okay. That's slightly further back, but you could use your movement to get back there.
yeah, I would use my movement then, not in the. So in the corner where I can like look around, not the
Yeah.
corner where I'm visible
Okay,
to
okay.
people coming around the corner.
Well, you look down, you do see them rounding the corner.
Okay.
So they're about, they're 20 feet from you.
Okay.
Okay, so 20 feet and 50 feet. Okay. Sorry, 40 feet. Okay. Boblem, would you have done anything on your turn?
Did I hear the thunder wave?
Does it say how
It
loud?
doesn't actually. Hang on.
Because some of them say you would hear a sound X feet away.
Okay, so yeah, it does say a thunderous boom audible out to 300 feet.
But also it was underground.
Yeah, I know, so I'm going to half that down to 150. You would have heard it.
Okay. Upon hearing that, I just make a judgment call and take that as my cue to erupt in earth
Okay,
underneath
okay.
the pen of
Yeah.
Oh, like,
Good job.
Yes,
okay,
Boblem.
yes.
Good
What's
job,
the save for me?
Is for the hyena pen, and
Yeah.
each creature in the area must make a dexterity saving throw. It's a 20-foot cube.
Okay, that will get most of them. I'm going to give most of them disadvantage. No, 5 of them are going to fail because they're asleep. Okay, and 3 I'm going to roll for.
The
Okay.
rudest awakening.
I'm sorry, what's that? A dex?
Yeah, it's a dexterity saving throw, and a creature takes 3d12 bludgeoning damage on a failed save, or
Okay.
half as much damage on a successful one, and the ground becomes difficult terrain until cleared.
Yeah.
So it's difficult terrain unless they clear it.
Yeah.
And they don't have the hands for it.
Okay, you see, the 3 of you in vantage point see this fountain of earth and stone move up, shatter through the grill on the top, and then rain down. Okay? Can you roll damage, please?
10.
10. Okay. Yeah. I've not got anything for on there, but it erupts up and falls still. You see the 2 giant hyenas staggering and baying and yapping. Everyone is on alert now, okay? Right, let me roll. Okay. Vanden, it's your turn again.
I pull my crossbow round and can I load the bolt of silence as a bonus action?
Yeah, I'll say that.
I fire it straight at his chest.
Okay.
Far enough that it doesn't affect me.
You're 50 feet back, it's a 30 foot goal.
Yeah, make an attack.
16.
6 into the shoulder blade. You're within 30 feet, I believe.
Yes.
So, sound vanishes for you.
I just
Yeah.
smirk at him and he's going to take. He takes 6 damage.
Okay. Elyse, you see him stagger.
So yeah, he takes 6 piercing damage.
Okay. Are you doing anything else?
That's my bonus action and my action. I don't see any reason to move.
Okay. You do see the bolt splinter, and it cracks and sort of falls off. Won't be reusable anymore. Okay. That is great. Right. His turn. Let me have a look. Let's see if he works out. So that is a thing. Okay. He's going to take his action to try and determine what's going on. Okay. Hit by the bolt. Elyse, you see his mouth open. Okay. He's going to use his entire action to yank the bolt out. Okay. Still has it in his hand. Okay. So the silence is still active for now.
It's a range anyway, isn't it? It just has to be on his person.
Exactly. I'll say it would be an action to throw it, so he's not going to. Okay?
Yeah, that would be an improvised weapon attack.
Yeah, exactly. But has it in his hand, okay? He's going to turn around to you, okay? And he's going to step up close to you. Alright?
Just looking dead in the eye. Still smirking.
Limps down the corridor towards you. Okay, Astra.
Hello.
You would have seen this kick off.
I'm going to assume that you've seen it kick off as well.
I've seen the pillar of earth and hyenas explode.
So I'm just going to like nip his own finger to get a little bit of blood out, and then cast Bane on the 3 guards.
Okay. What's the save?
Charisma saving throw. So Charis 14.
-2. Chris 14. Roll 14. -2. Okay, that's a 16 -2, that's 14, so 1 success. And then. That's a 13.
Nice.
Okay. Do you know who it succeeded on?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. It doesn't say specifically yes or no, so.
I feel like you would know if your magic took or not.
Probably.
Yeah.
Can you put those just upside down on the ones by the front gate?
Cool. So they.
Minus D4.
Yeah, minus D4 for anything that you.
Got it. Okay. Sariel.
I'm still going to be searching. I'm going to
Okay.
be doing this for a while.
If you want, I'll say. Is there anything different you want to try, or are you methodically searching through?
Just sort of taking out a huge chunk of as many as I can from the rough time period that I know that it happened. Just going through each of them.
Okay, make an intelligence check.
Straight intelligence.
Or
Or investigation or...
Sorry. Either investigation or perception. It's basically like skim reading.
Yeah. Perception. 21.
21. I will say, by the end of this round, you catch the word Argenfall.
Take it. And a few others.
Okay. Do you? There's one open on the desk as well.
Sure. I'll take
Okay.
that. Is that my whole action?
I will say that's your whole action. Okay. Alright. Okay. Bane is going to.
Big Bane or Little Bane?
Little Bane, can you have him run into the centre? So actually, yeah, you can pass him to me.
He's taking the hyena with him.
Yes.
Yeet.
Okay. Running into the centre. Okay. Okay, Knowles. You stay up there. That one. You stay up there. Ready themselves. They're looking desperately around for anything. Okay. You're all suitably hidden. They can't see what's going on, but it's backed up against the gate, and you're just looking around, panicked. Okay. Cassian, your turn.
Right. So I know the walls to get into this place are 10 foot.
Yeah.
But how tall are these?
10, 20. That one's 30. That one's 25.
Okay. And if it's a 20 radius sphere, is that 20 or is that technically 40?
Well, so radius means from the centre, so you've got 20, 20, 20, 20.
Yeah.
Cassian just sort of looks over at what's going on.
Yeah.
Just extends a hand and casts Hunger of Hadar, radius entirely around the gate.
Okay, so you could get the one up top, you could get the one left on the gatehouse and the hyena.
Yeah.
Okay, you wouldn't be able to get the one running.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just trying to like block
Absolutely.
the entire pathway. So that is now difficult terrain. It is technically magical darkness.
Yeah.
Everyone inside there is blind.
Yeah.
And creatures who start their turn there have to make a save.
Okay.
Creatures who end their turn there also have to make a save. And I will tell you what that does if this comes around to it.
And the Baned guy has to have a -4 in his
Yes, he does.
throws.
Yes, he does. Okay. If you just don't bother on the hyenas because
Dead.
It's a hyena.
and that one as well.
There's
Okay.
no way in this got Katelyn.
No.
Yeah. And since they are now all blinded and can't see me, I will run around and duck somewhere slightly closer.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you want to move your mini and stick it somewhere near the gate.
Sure.
Okay.
What type of save is it? Sorry.
So it will be. It's a dex save. Dex save 15.
Okay.
And yeah,
Where do you want to be?
I'll be like peeking around this corner, ready to pop around or in.
That's 2 failures.
That's 2 failures. Oh, is it
14 and
their
12.
turn?
No, so, sorry. I thought you happened.
No,
on
so it's when they start their turn there,
Okay.
or when they end their turn there.
So they fail when it gets to their turn.
So they fail when it gets to their turn.
Okay. Sick.
Okay, and so you've moved up right to the gate.
To the
Oh,
to
side of the
the
gate.
edge.
Yeah, so I'm like peeking around the corner from.
Oh, sorry.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if any of them walk out into the street as opposed to back into the compound,
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Okay. Elyse, you see 2 gnolls coming towards you down one of the corridor, and you've seen the mage turn and head back towards Vandal.
Okay. Is it? Oh, it's my go now.
And you know that it's silent now, you've seen him.
Yeah. So it's only 2 gnolls coming towards me.
Down the corridor, yes, but you can hear the sound of people coming
More people.
from beyond it.
Seeing the gnolls approaching her and the mage approaching Vanden, Elyse will back into the middle of the corridor, grab one of the heads off the amulet of lycanthropy, tear it off and crush it, and she will turn into a dark blue werebear.
Okay.
Hell
This bellows out as this lightning blue werebear fills the space. You see terror fill their eyes. One of them stops. It's here! It's here!
Oh my god! I didn't even think of that. Can I say I use a bonus action to just roar at them more?
Yeah, absolutely.
At
Yeah.
everyone!
Yes, absolutely. Okay.
You must not get arrested for being the murderer!
That's for later.
That's for later.
That's for later.
Okay. Are you moving at all?
I am gonna stay where I am because I want to block the north friend as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. Boblem, it's your turn. Erupting Earth's just a once-off, isn't it? It's not.
What?
Erupting Earth is just a once-off. It doesn't keep
It's
going.
just a one song.
Cool,
It doesn't
cool.
keep going.
It's still difficult terrain.
What can I see from where I am?
You would. So you can see the one.
Can't see any
I,
of
no,
those.
I can only see a big.
Oh no! Yeah, you can't
see a big
anymore.
orb of
Sorry.
dark tentacles.
You can see an orb of darkness created.
His
with a-
eyes widen.
Yeah, tentacles coming out. You can see one half orc and a hyena bolting through the courtyard.
Okay, I can't see anything happening into the pen.
You can see 2 giant hyenas are like staggering,
Okay.
looking rough. All the other hyenas are not about.
Do I have the range to cast Moonbeam on those 2 that are like?
What's the range?
It's 120.
Yes.
Okay, I cast Moonbeam at 2nd
Cool.
level
Cool.
on.
Those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
those
that's
two.
right. They are between them 5 feet. So yes, that will get them both because it's a 5-foot radius.
Yeah.
Con save.
It is. Yes, it is a con save.
Well, those banes as
It's
well.
14 for me. Spell safety DC
Fair.
14.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. The hyena makes it. The veteran does not.
Okay, they take 2d10 damage.
Uh-huh.
Okay, 2d10 radiant damage, or half as much on a successful one.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so 14.
Okay, you see the hyena burn up as this pillar of silvery white light just arcs through it. It basically manifests and the hyena can't stop itself and dashes into it and does not make it out. Okay?
Rip.
Let me just draw that on there. Temporarily. I know we've got the massive ball on
Oh,
there.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
draw that.
Yeah.
Okay, so 14 you said, yes?
Yeah.
And he has to take a 4 office save, D4 office saving.
He did, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that when the creature enters the spell area for the first time, or if it starts its turn then they will be affected
So
by it.
next turn it will be got.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Vanden, it's your go again. The mage knoll is limping towards you, bolt in hand.
I raise my longsword and I strike down towards his arm, adding disarming strike,
Okay.
attempting to knock the bolt out of his hand.
Okay, yeah, sure. You've got a shield, so it's a D8 of damage, okay? Just holding one
that's
hand.
fine. That is... Oh, so that's... it's still my +6 to hit, isn't it?
Yeah, that wouldn't.
16?
So you carve down into them.
Okay,
Sword hits.
so that's going to be a D8 of damage plus the D8. They need to make a strength saving throw.
Astra. That's a 3 minus 1, that's a 2.
Nice.
So they drop the
They
bolt.
drop the bolt at their feet.
Okay. You don't hear anything as the sword silently carves across
And they
their paw.
14 points of slashing damage. That's my first attack.
Okay. They're looking bloodied.
Get him! I take my second attack, pull the longsword back, and just try and swing it round at their neck.
Yeah. Okay.
That's 16 again.
That hits again.
They're looking bloodied. That is 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay. They're looking rough.
Nice.
Pretty rough. Another hit like that would definitely. So the sword silently. You advance on them as you do, just carving cut after cut. They drop the bolt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that for now.
Okay.
Actually, I'm flat against the wall still, aren't I?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and move past them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and move past them and step out of their range.
Okay.
I'm just gonna move around them
Okay,
to
so
the
you're on
other
the other
side,
side.
so I'm on Elyse's side.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. They're going to use their. Let's see. They're going to use their action to kick the bolt down the corridor. Okay.
Which way?
Like towards Elyse. So
So as the direction I'm backing up.
yeah. So it silently disappears down. You hear a before vanishes into mist.
Oh fuck.
Let's see.
I was gonna bonus action. I was like, no, I can do this one more round.
Elyse, you see them manifest at the other end of the corridor, so basically behind the two knolls. So out of reach of the silence.
And is the silence now on me now?
But it won't stop you doing web.
Yeah, I know, but it's just...
Yes, it's like just on that corner. Yeah.
Did you say it had one use? Like, what's used now?
It
continues.
continues.
Yeah. You can't use it again. But this one is still maintained.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, they reappear. That was an action. That was a bonus action. They're going to step back into the door behind them, so where you know the canteen is, and just put a little bit more distance between them and you.
So it's Knowles.
The mage.
Oh, the mage, right.
Yeah. So it's still
Sorry.
in front of you, but like 20 feet beyond the knoll, so it's like 40 feet away. Okay. Astra.
Can I still see like the doorway and stuff from over this?
Of the L-shaped building.
What, of the L-shaped building?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, fab. Is there anything like coming in and out of there?
There is the hunter is running towards it.
In the moonbeam.
Yes.
And then there's a couple of hyenas in the pen, the big ones.
I've got nothing of that length, spell length. I guess I'm just going to try and cast a Crown of Madness on it.
On that one?
120 feet.
Yeah,
so it should
sure.
reach.
You can. Oh no, sorry. Yeah. Go on. Okay. What's the?
Where's 14?
Oh, if that takes that should just mean that you can't move out the moonbeam.
Exactly.
And he's baned.
Doesn't need it. You're able to see, like, reflecting off the starlight, this birch crown wrap around their head. And so does it stop their movement?
Yes.
Ooh.
Trapped in the moonbeam.
Lock still illuminated by this ghostly light.
Yes.
That sweet, sweet combo. Okay, Sariel, you've got what you believe is the contract.
I don't know how much of an action/bonus action this would take me. I want to destroy the rest of the room, like pull all the scrolls out, like kick them around, get them in the wrong order.
That could be your action, I'll say. Are you using any like flame spells or any
No,
spells?
not necessarily. I
just
just want to like tear it apart.
Yeah, you can. I would say 6 seconds. You can just yank shells off,
Yeah.
pull shit everywhere,
Yeah.
tear what shit you
Kick
can
it
off,
into
upturn
different
the desk.
places. Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Okay.
And then I don't know again if this would be, if I could do this in this turn. I want to leave the room.
Okay. The door's closed, so say you can use half your movement to just push through it.
Yeah.
Okay. You stumble out to Vandal. Okay.
Although he's at the other end of the corridor now.
Well, I'm still. I only turned
Yeah,
around.
still in the middle of the T-junction.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. The veteran, do they have to save again on their turn for Crown of Madness before it even move in?
End of its turn.
Okay,
Cool.
so first, con save. That's a failure. Roll Moonbeam damage.
Yeah. 4.
Okay.
And it must use an action before moving.
Otherwise, it can't move. Right?
It must use an action to target one of its friendlies.
Yes.
Okay, it can't currently
Can I
see
see a
it.
hyena?
No, because
I know.
they're like partial walls. Yeah, you know what?
Kill the hyena.
Has he got a ranged weapon? I believe it has. Yeah, you see standing in this column of moonlight, like white silvery flames just licking over them, the eyes glazed. Or does damage break it?
Doesn't say so.
Okay,
Yeah, it doesn't say.
okay. Drops their sword, pulls out a crossbow, and turns to the hyena pen and just. Okay.
Bravo.
Does it hit?
It looks like it's hit. I'm just taking like the average damage and stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so at the start of their turn.
So at the start of their turn, they've got to make a save.
Okay. What
Right.
save is that?
That's Dex 15.
It's 2 natural 20s.
Oh.
If you want to come look, you can.
Well, they still take 3 cold damage.
3 cold damage each. Okay.
Yes. And if they end their turn there, because it's difficult terrain, so it will
Yeah.
take,
And they are blind.
and they are blind,
Mm-hmm.
they will have to make another save.
It's the natural 20 with the disadvantage they had from
Yeah.
Bane.
2 natural 20s.
they're baned,
Yeah.
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 But
Yeah.
I mean,
one
it
of
won't-
them is baned.
I mean,
What's your DC?
15, so it's not
Yeah,
going to matter.
yeah.
But it won't be a crit success.
It's not really a crit
I know, but still success.
save.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's fine,
for-
JD's wasted in natural
Yeah.
20s there.
Yeah.
for flavor text, this region is filled with unknown horrors, horrible, like, creeping whispers, and milky tentacles.
No. I don't like it.
Love me some
So
milky
these poor blinded people are just being like,
caressed. Nice. Okay.
Lovecraft is heck.
Okay. The other ones, 2 more, are going to rush forward and attack you. Okay.
well, are they ending their turn there?
Those. So those ones are going to try and move out. So, going to move to there.
Is it possible for him to get that far?
On difficult terrain.
On difficult terrain?
Sorry, yeah, I forgot. Okay, we'll get to there. So it's still in it.
Yep.
That one.
Blinded.
Yeah, can you push me through there?
So again, still in it.
Yeah.
Okay, make another save for me, JD.
2 more natural 20s.
That's a 19 and a 14 with Bane. That's that one. That's an 18 and a 10.
Okay, so one fails, so one will take 8 acid damage,
Uh huh.
and the other one will take 4 acid damage.
Okay. Okay, got it.
It has a hyena with it. The hyena still be.
Oh, they're dead.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
sorry,
let's take that. Let's
sorry,
take that.
I need to take that off.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, in the tunnels below, 2 gnolls move forward to attack you, Elyse. Okay, that is 2 of them are gonna lunge forward to you with spears. Okay, That's a natural 1. 8 plus 4. That's a 12.
So the werebear's armor class is 10 in the book. Do I take that? I
Yes.
assume. Yeah, so that
Okay.
It's 11 in bear form, but
Oh, yeah, sorry, 11.
Okay.
No, wait. Yeah, 11. So that's
Okay. That's 9 points of piercing damage.
okay.
Okay. They come forward and just snarl and howl at you. Alright? They look pretty tired and pretty scared. Cassian, it's your turn again.
Yay! So I'm next to a 10-foot wall.
Mm-hmm.
If I like back up and jump, would I be able to see this area?
You'd have to like climb up and like hold yourself up there.
Okay, if I parkour on the wall so that I can see, can I misty step in?
Yeah, reasonable.
Cool, I will do that.
Okay.
Yeah, Cassian will parkour and misty step over to this bridge out of the range of his.
Cool.
And then, can I see? I take it I can see the Crown of Madness veteran.
Yes, in the moonbeam.
Can I
softly burning
see any of the giant hyenas?
Yes, they have partial cover
They have partial cover.
because they're behind like the sort of like semi-barred walls. So they have a +2 to their AC essentially.
That's fine. I will send an arcane bolt at either of them.
Cool, cool. You see the henna on Cassian's arms light up as he two beams
Goodbye.
of swirling blue-black energy shoots out.
They're both at 20!
Okay, okay.
Hello!
Natural 2020!
Roll damage, roll damage.
So Boblem and Astra both saw Cassian glow essentially and not use a wand.
You would have seen. Yeah, you're watching this intently.
I don't know if you'd see me because there's still this whole area of blackness.
Yeah, Astra would be obscure, but Boblem you'd have seen because you're up here. You said.
New development.
So one of them takes 10 damage, one of them takes 20 and one of them takes 14.
I thought they were both crits.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's doubled.
10 and 7.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
sorry,
10
yeah, it's
doubled to
two-
20 and 7 doubled to 14.
Okay, one is down, one looks really rough. I'll just keep the one
I
thing
was
up.
like, okay.
Cassian's really good at killing hyenas.
Yeah.
Cassian's just really good at like misty stepping and then doing something else.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Are you doing anything else for your turn? That's everything, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose I'd have a little bit of movement left.
You bonus action Misty Step and Arcane Bolt to cantrip, isn't it?
Yes.
So we can do both. Okay.
Yeah, so I will just shuffle a little bit further along this platform.
Yeah, because you moved 10 feet already.
Yes. Actually, no. I will back up so I'm on the edge of the darkness, so that if that guy gets out, he won't be able to get a clear view on me.
Okay, cool.
The darkness, BB.
I can't see the dark.
Okay, Elyse, there are 2 gnolls within 5 feet of you, and further down the corridor, 40 feet away, and like slightly in the canteen, like the mess hall, is the mage.
Oh wait, my speed is 40 feet. Cool. Would it be a bonus action to kick the bolt, the silencer bolt towards the mage?
He did it as his action,
Okay.
so that's an action.
Would it be a bonus action to pick it up, and could I still use my multi-claw attack? Or could I just use one claw attack? If I were to like pick it up and barrel towards him and just...
Is multi-attack your... Action is interact with an object, so I'll say... Yeah, interacting with it is your action.
Leave the bolt.
Yeah, he was looking really rough anyway. Okay,
Yeah,
so all of that. So when the bolt of silence goes towards Werebear Elyse, she would visibly kind of shake a little bit and the eyes widen almost in like an automatic reaction before she realises this isn't a problem right now. And she just, ignoring the 2 gnolls, just barrels straight towards the mage and multi-claw attack.
Okay, cool. You shoulder check through both of them. They will both take a opportunity attack against you. Okay. Ooh, one's a natural 20, one's a 5. Okay.
Oh no, what a shame.
I have 126 hit points.
Oh my god. You take 8 points of piercing damage, and the spearhead like just juts into you and breaks off. You just throw the spearhead down to the ground, barrel towards the mage, 40 feet away, make your multi-attack.
Can werebears laugh? Because I imagine you're like bear.
Oh yeah. Roaring and snarling as much as you can through the whole thing. Please be okay. So I add 7, so that's 25 and 13.
They both hit.
Nice.
Yes.
Roll damage for the first one.
2d8.
Sorry?
Let me kill someone. You got this.
Roll well.
I get to add regardless. So that is 11 damage.
You have the floor.
Yes!
You're on 6.
She just. Can I flavour that lightning spits from the bear's eyes and just crackles down it as she just reaches both claws in and just guts him.
Guts him, grab him and just boom! Slam him against the wall, body instantly goes limp. Tear the knoll in half and just throw the 2 pieces to the ground. Okay, now that you're in that corridor, you're able to see 2 more down the end. So there's who were like just coming out of the bedroom. So there's 2 10 feet and 2 feet.
Imagine waking up to this side.
Yeah, they are all just. Sorry. One's a human.
Okay.
Sorry. But yeah.
Human and 3 gnolls down here.
Yes.
And then 2 more gnolls which are now pinned between me and Vanden.
Yes. Yes.
So can I bonus action just turn around and snarl at them and raise my bloody claws?
Yeah, you can do that. Okay, Boblem, your turn. It takes damage on his turn, don't worry.
Still in the moonbeam.
Has not moved.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's not much else.
There's one
There's
giant
one
hyena
hyena.
you could throw something at.
Yeah, you can do something which is non-concentration if you have another ranged spell.
That's the thing. I don't. No, I can hold my action and say that I will move the moonbeam towards where it is if it moves out of the moonbeam's area.
Okay.
That is my held action. So if I see it move it out of the range,
Got
I
it.
just move it like
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. That's fine. Are you bonus actioning or moving? Are you staying in the room?
Yeah, I'm staying in the room.
Okay.
So I'm
Keeping
so
an eye
safe
out.
in this window.
Yeah. Just
I'll be fine!
just like calling in air support.
Boblem is our tactician.
Yeah.
They gave me instructions, I'm following them.
Okay, Vanden, it is your turn.
Sariel's come running out.
Yes.
I'm guessing I'm in the range of the bolt of silence now. It's been kicked down the corridor. No, it was kicked away from
it
you.
was kicked away from you.
It's where I was stood before my turn.
Yeah.
I just give Sariel a look, sort of like questioning, like.
She nods at you.
You can nod on your turn. Oh, sorry, on Vanden's
Yeah.
turn, yeah.
And then I'm going to charge towards the 2 gnolls between me and Elyse.
Got it. Okay. You enter the zone of silence.
Yep.
Danger zone.
That is 18 to hit, and I'm going to add sweeping attack to hit both of them.
Okay.
Which is D8.
So yeah, you actually know you wouldn't be inside. You had gone through the zone of silence and like rounded the corner.
Yeah, so it charges towards them, swings down the sword, going for the legs to try and take them both out.
Yeah.
That is going to be 12 damage to each of them. Oh no, hang on, plus the superiority dice. 12, 18 to each of them.
Hack, batter with the shield. They both look really rough. Okay.
Make my second attack in the same capacity, swing for the one that looks rougher. That's only 10.
That doesn't hit. Your sword like clangs off the wall.
In which case, I am going to bonus action surge and try one more time to sweep at them.
How are you?
That is 14.
13 hit my guy.
That was a mage.
Oh, right. Sorry.
It doesn't hit.
Okay.
Doesn't hit. Well, action surge. You get 2 attacks as part of your action, don't you?
Yes.
That can be a nice game.
Thanks God.
19.
19 hits. Okay.
Sweeping attack to both of them.
Do you have more superiority dice?
I have 4 more.
Nice. Okay. Go for it.
That's another 8 to each of them.
You behead one, spin the sword out, through the ribs of the other.
And then I wink like these.
Just-
Bear wings back.
Tiny little man pops up with this giant bear.
That makes more sense. I thought you said I want to kill Elyse, and I was like, what?
PvP.
Where Elyse? Belize!
Please. But Ren's a twink, he's used to winking at bears.
At least would be the bear.
That's the content right there.
That's
Oh
no.
Okay, I'm just very pleased with that, thank you.
Sariel doesn't know why, but he starts applauding. Like, oh yeah.
The bear also starts applauding.
That's the end of my turn.
Astra, it's your turn.
I don't see anything happening, so I'm just going to keep watching. I guess I'm going to keep a hypnotic pattern prepared for if I see anyone else start coming out of the door, or like any of these ones leave the darkness, because I can't roll too much of else.
Yeah, okay.
And just a cursory glance around me. Down the rooftop.
Yeah.
Perception check.
Oh!
My
Bye!
son.
Bye! Where'd they go?
It lives in the wall now. That's a 13.
You don't say anyone approach it.
Cool. I'm just going to sit cross-legged on the top of the roof.
Okay, just preparing. Sariel.
Okay, so I'm at the end of the corridor, just come out of the room.
Yeah.
I've lost track of who is left and where they are and how long the corridor is.
Okay, so the corridor.
You can't see anyone because you've
Yeah.
the gnolls, the mage is gone, they're all down there.
They're around. So you're looking at a long corridor, which turns right from your perspective, and you can hear the sounds of combat as Vannon has charged through. Okay.
So there's no one in the corridor anymore.
Currently, no.
Okay, so I'll get to the end of the corridor and
Yeah.
see what's going on.
Okay. Yeah. You see Vanden drive his short sword into the corpse of two of these things.
Okay, and then beyond him, how many more enemies do we have?
They are coming around the next corner.
You
so-
can see a bear.
You see Elyse.
Yeah. You see a blue bear. You can hold an action if you like.
I will hold conjure animals
Okay.
for when they come into sight around
Got it.
the corridor.
Okay. Yeah, you see Elyse at the end, like 5 feet into the room beyond, like into the mess hall. Okay, like just beyond the door. When's the save for at the end of their turn?
Is that for Crown of Madness?
Yes.
Yeah, it was the end of their turn.
End of that turn.
So it has to save for Moonbeam first.
Yeah. So first Moonbeam. That's an.
Minus the D4.
Yeah. I'm looking there you go.
This guy's not having a good day.
It is not.
At the moment, in his head, he's
That's a
just
16.
Oh.
16, okay, yeah, he makes it.
Okay, so half damage.
Okay, yeah. 10, so 5.
Okay, right. It is going to shoot and then get out of this. You really should have got out before, but.
That releases my action.
Okay, so he's going to attack. You hear it as the giant hyena perishes. You bolt in it, betrayed. Okay. Yeah, it's going to move, and you can follow it up with the moonbeam as you held back.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll make another save. Ooh, that's a failure. Even that thing. Okay, we'll see. Moves to there, and the moonbeam follows him.
Roll damage.
Get this guy, get him wrecked!
You
Get your bottom.
Kitchen.
11.
11. Oh no. Okay, nice. Okay, looking bloodied. Still standing.
Can the people in my inky tendrils make a dex save, please?
Yeah, because they're next. That is a 13 and a 9.
They both fail.
Okay.
So they take 3 points of cold damage.
Okay. They're both looking pretty bloodied as well.
And they
They're going to try and move. Okay. That one is going to move into there and get out of the area. Is no longer blinded. And that one is going to move out as well.
Still bad.
Still bad.
Yeah. You feel them move out of the presence of it.
I would see them as well.
Yes.
More or less, yeah.
Okay. And they're going to take. You would see them, yes. You're in the darkness, aren't you?
No, I'm on the edge of the darkness.
Okay.
I did it so that if that guy got there, he wouldn't have a good line of sight on me.
The one at the bottom is going to fire up at you. Shouts out something in a language you don't understand. An arrow whizzes past you. Okay. Are you releasing a held action?
You've just reminded me playing this concentration and I will not release.
Okay. Not release the bruise. Okay. Cassian, it's your turn.
I will shuffle so that I can see both of these people who have just left my inky tendrils. And fire off Arcane Bolt again. Like one at each of them.
Okay.
They're both 13.
No, okay, yeah, they don't hit. They deflect off shields.
Cool. Then, as a bonus action, I will dismiss Hunger of Hadar and summon my Shadow Blade.
You see the shadow coil and manifest around your hand.
And point it down at the knoll.
That's so cool.
Okay. Boblem.
Also,
Sorry.
I realised at some point before this I will have dropped my disguise because we've described.
Yeah. You use a
seen
concentration
me.
spell, so yeah.
Oh, it's not concentration.
Oh, it's not not concentration. Okay. Fine. Fair. Yeah, you can drop your stats, that's fine. So the gnolls barrel down the corridor. You see them. You can cast your conjure animals.
I'm gonna hold my staff forward,
Uh-huh.
let out this lupine howl, and 2 dire wolves are gonna appear like in the middle of them.
Oh yeah! It's a menagerie of it! Yeah!
Don't need a minute. Okay. Yeah, sure. Do they make an attack on this turn?
I'm not sure.
You
Do I
roll
need to roll
initiative for
initiative
them.
for that?
You roll this time.
Yeah.
That's how Boblem did it with the hyenas.
Yeah, what's that?
That's what the thing says.
They got 15.
Okay. Elyse.
So how many people are heading towards me right now?
2.
So Elyse will turn out of the doorway, and whichever one of the gnolls is nearest to her, she'll just like double slash attack them.
Okay.
Well, one's an at 1, but the other one will be a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So that'll be. I think I rolled damage wrong when I hit the mage, but it doesn't matter because he died.
Oh, yeah.
It's 2d8 each. I keep doing this. Oh my god, yes. So that's 15 plus. There's 19 damage on one of these guys.
Okay. Batter them against the wall. You barely get up.
She just roars and snarls.
Cool. Okay.
Every time. Electricity crackling down.
Yeah.
Every time.
Okay, are you doing anything else for your turn?
I don't think there's anything else I really can do. Are there more people coming down the corridor at all, or is it just these 2 guys?
Just those 2. Okay. Boblem. Sorry, your turn.
That's okay.
Moonbeam is on him again.
Yeah.
Would you like to do anything else?
There are now 2 more people visible on the battlefield.
Yeah.
And they look much rougher. The gnolls look much rougher.
Yeah. The other one's in front of.
Yeah, the ones who
gate.
came out of the darkness. They look much rougher than the other person, the auxiliary.
I will try and move the moving them towards those 2.
Yeah.
Well, they're in different areas.
Yeah. They're within a 5 feet radius. I'm gonna say that pillar can go down and get both of them because it's a 5 foot radius. It goes through things.
Okay.
It's
so
like
I,
40 feet high, isn't it?
Yeah. So he gets both of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I move it to them. Constitution save intro them.
Oh yes! It would fail
Yeah.
because of Bane.
So 2d10. 9.
9. Okay. The top one you see perishes and burns up. Comes down bottom.
Yeah,
Looks really rough.
Good job, Lum.
Good job, Lum. Okay. Your turn.
So between me and the remaining enemies down here, there is a werebear, Sariel, and 2 dire wolves.
Yes, that is right.
They at the zoo.
I am going to run through all of them
Okay.
towards the stairs.
Okay.
How far is it from here to the top of the stairs? Can I do that all on this turn?
No, you could basically get to just past the gnolls.
Including dash?
Oh, if you dash as well, you could get to the stairs. Like the top of the stairs.
I'm going to do that. Charging forward, I'm just going to yell out as I pass, "You guys have got this, right?" I start heading towards the top.
Yeah. You shoulder check past and move past these huge walls that sort of snarl up at you. Skid past and duck under 2 spears that come out from the gnolls, one like barely on their feet, and bolt it to the top of the stairs. Okay.
So I'm still inside the building at the top, yeah?
Yes, you're on the first floor.
Cool.
So coming through, you would have been able to see. One is actually make an Arcana check or so.
10.
10. Okay. Lots of skulls around you. One's big, one's like a meter high, and sort of like snout shaped and some like big ridges.
But I see
coming
all
up.
of these as I've reached them.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the armour and the tusk and the...
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, Astra.
Hello.
Hello.
Just shuffle to the edge of the building, like my legs over, and just carry on watching and pull my loot round, and I'm going to give you an inspiration die.
Nice.
Ooh.
Inspire that, Cassian!
Set aside a D8.
You get an extra D8 for 10 minutes to an ability check, attack roll, saving throw.
Tight.
Start playing, watching.
Okay, yeah, sure.
You're like, where's the sword at you?
Astra winks down, just sort of like having fun.
Nice.
Just playing now.
Are you doing anything else with that?
I don't want to drop concentration, my other spells are
Okay.
concentration dropping, so.
Yeah, okay. Sariel.
I'm going to try and follow Vanden, so Misty Step to the other side of all of this chaos,
Yeah.
and then use as much of my movement as I can
Yeah.
to sort of follow him.
You step into the mist and reappear at the bottom of the steps. You look back and you see the wolves round the corner with Elyse behind them, staring down the knoll, which is now probably their food.
Yeah. It's like, I know they got this.
Snarl up.
Yeah, so follow
You
him
book-
up.
Yeah, you book it up the stairs. Okay.
Can I perceive the things on the wall?
Make a hard check.
23.
23. One looks to be a troll of some sort. One looks to be a draconic skull. The tusk. You've never seen one of these in person, but everyone's heard mythical tales of unicorn. You see a unicorn horn, and hanging on the mannequin, like a silvery white chain shirt. Like silvery white with like a hint of blue.
Take.
What do you think?
I want to take, but I don't know if I can, because I've done quite a bit.
You haven't used your action.
You
yet.
haven't. You've used your
Yeah.
bonus action and your movement.
Interact with an object, is it?
Okay. How far away are these things? Like
Like right next to you.
oh, okay,
Like,
so I want to take the unicorn horn.
grab it.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's about a foot long. It's like spiraled bone, like mother of pearl, sort of shimmery, like green and blue.
Okay.
Mhm. It's on like a little like carved wood mantle.
Cool. And then if I've got enough, just as a free action, to sort of say to Vanden, we need to get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I respond on my turn.
If it's something quick, you can just respond to that.
Okay. Not yet.
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Man is not in the moonbeam anymore, but
So there's an ally that he can see.
yeah, it looks to his pal who's been burnt up by the moonbeam and just. Does it take a to its attacks?
Yeah, I'm sure it's Bane, so.
Okay. The bolt hits into the moonbeam and just burns up, unfortunately.
Oh.
Okay, you can. So that and begins moving towards him. Picks up his sword.
Nice.
Okay, wolves. Do you want to roll an attack for the wolves?
Yeah, I do. How big is this corridor and how close are they to each other?
10 feet wide,
Okay.
and they are 20 feet away. You will get pack tactics.
That's what I mean, yeah.
So you get advantage on the attack.
For each of them.
Mhm.
So this is for the first one.
Yeah, so one looks really rough, like bleeding out, having just been battered to the
Okay,
wall.
so the first wolf's going to go for that one. Gets a, thank God for advantage. Come back.
Day 20 hits.
22.
That hits.
Yeah, and then it takes 2d6. That is a 13.
The wolf steps up, the gnoll shrieks out, and barely you would see. No! And the head just.
Thoroughly slaps.
And then the second one. goes for, I guess, whoever's the next.
There's another one who he's like, oh, but just like,
Yeah,
backing
gonna
up.
go for the other one. That is a 11.
It does not hit. Okay, the Gnaw is able to like fend it off with the spear, like, desperately just trying to get away.
That's fair.
Okay.
Boys.
Its turn. It's going to try and attack back. That hits. Mr. Wolfman, do me some damage. Bomb, bomb, bomb. 5 damage.
Cool.
Okay. And is going to turn and try and run away.
Sorry.
Wait, would I get an attack of opportunity?
You would, and the wolf would as well.
Yeah!
You get advantage because both wolves and Elyse are within 5 feet.
Is it just for one of the wolves or for both of them? Like, do they both
both
get
of
to
them.
attack?
Both. You'd all get to attack.
And do I get to multi-attack back or attack?
No, for a reaction you only get 1 attack.
Okay.
Okay, so
Natural 20!
first wolf gets 19, second wolf hits for 17.
You can roll damage if you want. But I would. Oh God!
17!
Is that double?
No!
Double the dice, so 27.
Double the dice.
Oh yeah, double the dice, so that's 27, yeah.
So one of them gets it for 12, the other one gets it for 8.
Between the 3 of you, feral bestiality just takes over, and the 3 of you tear this creature to shreds. I say, to shreds.
A lot of howling.
Yeah.
My god.
Okay. Oh no, technically there's still
boys.
one out. There's still one out.
Glad you guys didn't have to see this.
Same.
Cassian, it's your turn.
Did we clarified earlier that? Oh yeah, because the Crown of Madness guy's been taking moonbeam damage, so it doesn't affect the madness at all.
Yeah, you said it doesn't. It's not mentioned on there. Okay.
Cassian will hop down
Mm-hmm.
and approach the crowned veteran.
The crowned veteran.
And he will take a swing with his shadow blade, which he has advantage with because it is dim light.
Yes.
Nice.
That's 22.
Mm-hmm.
And he will take 3d8 psychic damage, which is 13.
He's down.
Dead?
Down. Yeah.
The veteran, not
Yes.
the knoll.
Whoa.
Yeah. You cut through it.
And then, am I able to, because I've got 2 weapon fighting with my bonus action, am I able to like bring Undertow out of its sheath into the knoll?
Where's the knoll?
So you were down there.
Yes.
I'd say no. They're slightly further away because you'd have to have been there to do that one, and the other one's 10 feet away.
And I've used all my movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, short sword. You can't throw a short sword. Yeah. So you just be able to take out the one.
Cool.
Okay.
And then I'll just look at the knoll like,
Yeah.
you want to dance, big guy?
Yeah. You carve a path through him with this blade of shadow, and he falls to the floor. The crown dissipates from his head. Okay. Are you doing anything else?
Can't do anything
Okay.
else.
Elyse, there are no more enemies that you
Yeah, Elyse wouldn't be able to reach this dude from where
see.
she's
No,
currently,
no,
would
no,
she?
definitely not. It'd be your movement to get like to the stairs and then
Okay.
up.
Y'all are in that room. Because I know from when Boblem told me, is there anything else interesting in that room that Elyse might pick up on?
Which one?
The one that these guys are in currently, where the armour and stuff is.
Well, I mean, you'd have passed through there. They've seen pretty much everything. Yeah, there wasn't really much more to explore in it. It's sort of like a gallery, kind of like a victory gallery.
Cool. Yeah, there's no more magic items or whatever. Yeah, sure. Elyse will just like tear up the corridor and dash and try to
Okay.
get outside.
Okay.
And just like smash through the door.
Yeah. Where are your manners? So yeah, Elyse will power past, and yeah, we'll like sort of just out the door onto the courtyard. Okay. Are you doing anything else with your turn?
I don't think I can do anything else. I'll just roar.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
Oh wait, sorry.
A bear?
The one one at the gate.
Yeah, should have taken moonbeam damage on his turn, so we'll just take it now. That's a failure. Roll damage.
Get him, Boblem.
That guy's already gone, isn't he?
Yes.
Okay, 14.
14. The moonbeam flares in intensity, lighting the place up temporarily, and ash crumbles.
Is that everyone?
That's everyone.
Maybe one Serentana independent, but that's not.
No, he got him. The Crown of Madness guy got him.
There were two.
There were
two.
two.
Okay.
But it can't get out, and
Yeah.
it's not a threat.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
You did it.
guys.
Congratulations.
We step out the door just in time to see the last one just like evaporate in the moonbeam.
Yeah.
Just like.
Hell yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Guys.
And you'll see a blue bear covered in blood.
So yeah, there you go.
You'll see a mildly glowing Cassian with a dark sword, like.
You see the remnants of battle. You don't see all of your allies around you. You see Cassian. You look up to where you know Astra and Boblem are. It's going to be possible to like, see them in this light from this distance, but...
If I see them, I start making my way towards them.
Okay.
I was just hold out a hand towards Sariel, just staring at the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
The scroll.
So pass it to her with the two wolves flanking her.
Start approaching allies.
So I'm just gonna unfurl it and look down.
Your worst fears are confirmed. Mathian to Argent 4. With a smear of blood at the bottom. And that's what we'll end tonight. Thank you everyone for joining us.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Thank you to the party.
Thank you, JD!
Thank you for being part of our story. We love you very much. And we'll see you next week. Goodbye!